Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian, and Haitians. Got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four ends of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akwaf who are listening and learning, a few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah, coming at you another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification. And this is wisdom is the breath of life from the Most High Yahweh. Lord's willing to be edifying. You got a lot of well, not a lot of 2/3 of Israel. They don't believe that this place is like bad for them. They believe they living in their kingdom. They enjoying life. They don't understand that we're in captivity. Our people don't understand the reason why we're here. They think our people believe that we're here to be rappers and actors and to live a good life and to be lawyers and doctors and whatever, right? Geologists and archaeologists and all these different get your master and your bachelor's associate degrees and all these other things, man. Jake don't understand why we're here. And that's why when the Lord wake you up to the truth, give you the understanding, right? You understand, man. You know. And then when you look at everybody else, man, like this guy, the Matrix, right? He was looking through the Matrix, man. When the Lord give you this truth, you see everything as it really is, man. Right? That's what they say, the third eye be open. So Jake is bugged out, not really understanding what they see, man. Okay, they think they supposed to be here, rappers and actors and everything else that's been a part of this world, man. Okay, trying to make it, chasing the bag, not really understanding that they are dead people walking, man. They really dead, man. They really zombies, and they don't understand that. But when the Lord give you this truth, you understand what's real, man. Okay, you understand what's real and what's not, man. And these people is really just zombies walking, man, and they're gonna be destroyed. First precept I'm gonna get is Isaiah 63 and 17, because these people don't understand nothing, man. They don't. And it's sad to see they're gonna be destroyed, man. It's Isaiah 63 and 17. O Yahweh, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways, and hardened our heart from thy fear? Return for thy servants' sake the tribes of thy inheritance. So Isaiah said, "Oh Yahweh, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways?" Right? The Lord made us go off, man. Okay, He made us go off. He made Adam go off. Let's get that. This is Second Ezra chapter 3, verse 5. Right? It reads, let's say this Second Ezra 3 and 4. O Lord, who bearest rule, thou spakest at the beginning when thou didst plant the earth, and that thyself alone, and commandest the people, and gavest a body unto Adam without soul, which was the workmanship of thy hand, and didst breathe into him the breath of life, and he was made living before thee, right? And gavest a body unto Adam without soul. which was the workmanship of thine hand, and didst breathe into him the breath of life, and he was made living before thee, and thou leddest him into the paradise which thy right hand had planted before ever the earth came forward. So the Lord gave Adam the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man, right? Shalom, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Al Shai, Bashem Kakadash, Rakatham, Shalom, saints of the Most High. So let's get on 2nd Ezra 7 in verse 4 to 6, because the Lord made Adam to go off, man. Okay, this 2nd Ezra 7 and 4 to 6. I answered then and said, this is my first and last sin. It had been better not to have given the earth unto Adam, or else, when it was given him, to have restrained him from sinning. Right? The Lord could have restrained Adam from sinning, man, but he didn't, even though Eve sinned first. Right? It reads, verse 4 to 7, for what profit is it for men now in this present time to live in heaviness, and after death to look for punishment? That's how the Lord set it up, man. They tell you in Ezekiel 18 and 20, the righteousness is for the righteous, and the wickedness is for the wicked. So you come back, right, for your judgment, man. Verse 4, they say, oh, thou Adam. And Ezra was hot, man. He said, oh, thou Adam, what hast thou done? The 2nd Ezra 7:48. Oh, thou Adam, what hast thou done? For though it was thou that sinned, thou art not fallen alone, but we are all that come of thee. For what profit is it unto us if there be promised us an immortal time, whereas we have done the works that bring death, and that there is promised us an everlasting hope, whereas ourselves being most wicked are made vain, and that there are laid up for us dwellings of health and safety, whereas we live wickedly, right? So Ezra said, Adam, what has thy done, man? You went off and you made, because of you, right? But that's how the Lord worked, man. Because like we always go into, you can't rule the world in righteousness if you don't understand what wickedness is, man. You got the Lord, when you read Proverbs 11 and 1 and Proverbs 16 and 11, the Lord is a just balance, man. Okay, he's a just balance. So back in again, Isaiah 63 and 17, O Yahweh, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways, and harden of our heart from thy fear? Return for thy servant's sake the tribes of thy inheritance. So the Lord made us go off so we can understand righteousness, man. And when you look at Jake out here, they is gone, man. These niggas don't know. They don't know. They don't understand, man. But when the Lord give you the understanding, right, and when He open up your third eye, you know we're not here to be rappers and actors, man. Okay, and follow the ways of the world and trying to be some big time lawyer or some big time heart surgeon, man. Okay, shalom, shalom, brother. Yahweh Shem Awashai, Bahashim Krakadas Barakatham. Shalom, brother. We understand, man. Okay, we're here to wake up the elect, man. You are here to push the gospel, man. Okay, it's good news, man. Hey, like it tell you in Luke 6, man. Blessed be ye meek, man, for yours is the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay? You supposed to be proclaiming the acceptable year of the Lord, man. That's why you here. Jake run around here, man, thinking they're gonna live forever. When Jacob trouble coming, man. Destruction is coming. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse 4. And it reads, so answer I and said, swallow then down, O my soul, understanding and devour wisdom. And read verse 3. 2nd Ezra 8 and 3. There be many created, but few shall be saved. Verse 4. So answered I and said, swallow then down, O my soul, understanding and devour wisdom, man. If the Lord, Shalom, brother. Shalom, Mark. Yahweh Shem Awashai, Ba Shem Krakadas, Barakatham. So when the Lord give you that wisdom, man, you don't know if you saved, right? But if he give you the understanding, man, okay, you're supposed to, hey, be diligent, man, do the work, man. Because when you look at all these peoples out here, they just a bunch of zombies, man. They don't know if they coming or going, man. All they know is they trying to keep up with the chaos of the world, right? They trying to keep up with the Joneses, and they chasing that bag, man. And that's gonna lead them to destruction. This is Micah chapter 7, verse 9, and it reads, I will bear the indignation of the Lord Yahweh because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. Now we sin against the Lord. Let me bring this out. This is Exodus 24. I'm going to start at verse 1. And he said unto Moses, come up unto the Lord Yahweh thou and Aaron. Also, I'm going to get verse 2. It said, Aaron and Nadab and Abihu and 70 of the elders of Israel and worship ye afar off. And Moses alone shall come near the Lord Yahweh, but they shall not come nigh, neither shall the people go up with him. So this is what the Lord told Moses to do, right? Verse 6, and Moses took half of the blood and put it in the basin, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read it in the audience of the people. And they said, all that this what Israel said, all that the Lord Yahweh have said, we will do, right? And be obedient. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people and said, behold, the blood of the covenant which the Lord Yahweh have made with you concerning all these words. Then went up Moses and Aaron and Nadab and Abihu and 70 of the elders of Israel, and they saw the power of Israel, and there was under his feet as it were a paved work of a sapphire stone, and it was where the body of heaven in his clearness. So the point is, Moses took, read again, verse 7. And he took, no, verse 6. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in the basin, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read it in the audience of the people. And they said, all that the Lord Yahweh have said, we will do and be obedient. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people and said, behold, the blood of the covenant which the Lord hath made with you concerning all these words. Okay? So just reading you that Israel said, all the words of the Lord we will do, right? So when you go back to Micah 7:9, I will bear the indignation of the Lord Yahweh because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness, right? Now, when you go to Deuteronomy 24:16, it reads this: the fathers shall not be put to death for the children, neither shall the children be put to death for the fathers. Every man shall be put to death for his own sin, right? Let me get one more. This is Job 34:29, right? It reads, when he giveth quietness, who then can make trouble? Question mark. And when he hide his face, who then can behold him? Right? Question mark. Whether it be done against a nation or against a man only, man. Okay? So when you understand these things, man, you know by the mercy of Yahweh, man, you have the understanding. Okay? The Lord have given you the understanding, man. Okay? From watching the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. You have been given a second chance, man. Okay? Another turn to um make your election right. Sure, man. Okay? The Lord giving you mercy, man, to make your calling and election sure, man. And when you look at everybody else, man, when you leave out your house, wherever you going, work, you going to do some little grocery shopping, whatever it is, man, you see everything in the matrix. You look at people like these people gonna die, man, grievous deaths, okay, because they walking around like zombies, man. They're walking dead. They just walking around. They don't understand what's really going on, man, and they're gonna be put to death, man. And that makes you move in a total different way, man. That's why now the more I understand, the more I see and look at the world like Neo, man. This Matrix out here, man. This is Luke 21 and 15, and it reads, For I will give you a mouth and for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries should not be able to gainsay nor resist. This is that wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man. Okay, the Lord give you this. You move different, man. You do things different. This is 1 Corinthians 2 and 14. Like I was saying, man, our people don't understand, man. Okay, they just walking around thinking that they supposed to be rich. They supposed to be trying to become rappers and movie actors and doctors and lawyers and all that other madness, man. That's not why you here, man. 1 Corinthians 2 and 14. But the natural man receives not the things of the spirit of power, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. So that wisdom that the Lord give you, man, is that breath that the Lord give you is that wisdom, man. This is Proverbs 21 and 16, and it reads, The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Right? This is verse 18. The wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, and the transgressors for the upright. Verse 21 say, He that followeth after righteousness and mercy findeth life, righteousness, and honor, man. Okay? And Shalom. Shalom, Ephraim warrior. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Awashai. Bahashem Krakadas Brakatham. Shalom, brother. Listen, man. When you see day-to-day life and how Jake is moving out here, hey, you thank the Lord continually, man, for giving you this understanding. Because you could be still bugged out in the world, man. Still smoking weed, or if you were popping pills or snorting powder, whatever you were doing, clubbing, whatever it was, man. If you got a robbing, right? Whatever you was doing, man, trying to pursue a career, the Lord could still have you in that state, man. For the Lord to give you, what is that? Ezekiel 37, man. The valley of dry bones, right? All those bones didn't wake up to the truth, man. Some of them bones are still bugged out, man. Come on, I gotta read that. Matthew 13 and 16. You still could be bugged out in the world, man. Matthew 13 and 16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Right, man? Because, as a matter of fact, verse 10, man. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? And he answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. 2/3 can't get it, man. Nor do they want it. They don't want it because these are the same people, and Lord willing, I be not one of those people, man. Those are the same ones that say, crucify me, let the blood be on us, not children, man. Then the same ones that was joined themselves to Corey, Dathan, and Abiram, man. Okay? That were destroyed in the wilderness, man. These are the same people. They come back. Why you think the Lord had Moses to walk the Israelites around for 40 years, man? It ain't take no 40 years to get from Egypt to Israel, man. Okay? And they tell you in what is that, Deuteronomy 29, man, that the Lord had Moses to walk Israel around all the nations that was doing all that wickedness, man. And they saw all the different gods of all the different nations and what they were doing. And he told them, when you see what they're doing over there, don't do that. You see what they're doing over there, don't do that, man. We had a real true power. They worshiping idols, man. Okay? But what Jake wanted to do anyway, they saw these people jump around these fires and worshiping their idols, the images in gold and silver and wood and stone. And Jake wanted to do it, man. So guess what? Those same people are still in the churches today. It's still elect still gotta get the elect still getting sealed, right? But these people is still the same one that was in the wilderness, is still jumping around fires, man. Okay? Worshiping wood and stone. Saints of the Most High. This is Ephesians 2 and 8, right? And that precept is also in First Timothy chapter 4. This is Ephesians 2 and 8, and it reads, "For by grace are ye saved through faith." And that grace, hey, everybody think you have a lot of these whack ass Christians talking about, oh, we got grace, so I can eat shrimps and pork. No, man, that's a grace period your ass got, man, before your house shot crack them clouds, man. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of power, man. It's the gift from the Most High, man. Okay, it's the gift from Yahweh shot. Okay, and say not of works, lest any man should boast. It's not of works, man. It say, for we are His workmanship, created in Hamashiach Yahweh shot unto good works, which power have before ordained that we should walk in them. And only one, and that's the thing. The elect is going to understand this, man. 2/3 ain't gonna understand this, nor do they want to, man. They don't care. They don't care, man. Because if Esau, Edom can't make it, they don't want to go, man. This is say, for by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift for power, man. Not of works, least any man should boast. And that's why I had this on my list too. First Timothy 4 and 14, it say, neglect not the gift that is in thee. That's the precept, the Ephesians 2 and 8, man. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, man, with the land on the hand of the presbytery, right? Meaning the elders. Listen, man, neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy. What did the Lord tell Jeremiah, man? Jeremiah 1 and 4, it reads, then the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, before I formed thee in the womb, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. He set you apart already, man. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations, man. Okay? This was already given to thee by prophecy, man. Again, read again. 1 Timothy 4, 14. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, man. By prophecy, man. That's the predestined. Okay? Not knowing if you want to be elect, it doesn't matter, man. If the Lord give you the understanding to push the truth, man, you supposed to, oh, let me read it. I ain't gonna even quote it. This is Revelation. What is that? Chapter 2 and verse 4 reads this. Nevertheless, I had somewhat against thee because thou hast left thy first love. This is your first love, man. So it ain't even about you doing the work for the Lord to get salvation. You supposed to love doing this, man. This was your first work. This supposed to be your first, they say they got first and second nature. This supposed to be your first nature, man. Okay? Just like when you get up and brush your teeth, and this is supposed to be first nature, man. It's a Revelation 2 and 4. Nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. Verse 5. Remember, the Lord take therefore I will put your remembrance, though you once knew this, right? When you go back to the word education, it means to draw out from within, man, which you already knew it before, man. Okay? Verse 5 say, remember, therefore, from whence thou art fallen. Everybody always talking about these angels in the book of Enoch. No, man. The Israelite men was the angels, man. Okay? We are them, they are us, man. We are gigantic spirits in these little ass bodies, man. Remember, therefore, from whence thou art fallen. From whence thou art fallen. It's talking about the angels, man. And repent and do the first works, man. It said the first works. It didn't say second works. Do the first works, man. Or else I will come unto thee quickly and will remove thy candlestick out of his place, except thou repent, man. Okay? This is our first love, man. This truth, man. And you supposed to be on fire every day diligently, man. You're supposed to be on fire, man. Let's get Sirach 24 and 28. Yeah. Con. Yeah, let me I get that. Ecclesiastes 24 and 28, it reads, the first man knew not perfectly. The first man knew her not perfectly. As a matter of fact, let me read some of this. This is Sirach 24. We start at verse 1. It say, wisdom shall praise herself and shall glory in the midst of her people. In the congregation of the Most High shall she open her mouth and triumph before his power. This is what wisdom say. I came out of the mouth of the Most High. Right? That's the breath, man. Right? Wisdom is the breath for the Lord, man. Yahweh. I came, hey, this is wisdom speaking, right? I came out of the mouth of the Most High and covered the earth as a cloud. I dwelt in high places, and my throne is in a cloudy pillar. I alone compass the circles of heaven and walk in the bottom of the deep, in the ways of the sea, and in all the earth, and in every people and nation. Now say nation with an S. It say nation. I got a possession. It said, with all these I sought rest, and in whose inheritance shall I abide? So wisdom say, in whose inheritance shall I abide? Right? The Most High. So the creator of all things gave me a commandment, right? Wisdom. And he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest and said, hey, this is beautiful, man. Let thy dwelling be in Jacob and thy inheritance in Israel, man. He created me from the beginning before the world, and I shall never fail. In the holy tabernacle I served before him, and so was I established in Zion, man. Right? He said, likewise, in the beloved city, he gave me rest, and in Jerusalem was my power, and I took root in an honorable people. When you read Deuteronomy 4, he said, this is your wisdom in the sight of the nations, man. Even in the portion of the Lord's inheritance, right? Want to jump down. This is Sirach 24 and verse 18. I am the mother of fair love and fear and knowledge and holy hope. I therefore, being eternal, am given to all my children which are named of him. Okay, he said, Jacob, Israel, come unto me, all ye that be desirous of me, and fill yourselves with my fruits. For my memorial is sweeter than honey, and my heritage than the honeycomb. They that eat me shall yet be hungry, and they that drink me shall yet be thirsty. Right? Just want to hit the point on that so you can understand what it's talking about. Wisdom. So when you get to verse 28, it reads, the first man knew her not perfectly. Not, it say, no more shall the last find her out, man. Okay? Who was the first man? Adam, man. Read again. Ecclesiastes 24 and 28. It say the first man knew her not perfectly, no shall the last find her out, man. Okay? For her thoughts are more than the sea, and her counsels profounder than the great deep, man. So you ain't gonna understand. 2/3 don't understand, man. Okay? Because it tell you in Proverbs 28 and 5. Matter of fact, let me read that. Proverbs 28 and 5 reads this. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord Yahweh understand all things, man. We ain't want about number salvation, man. We ain't want about nothing but, hey, like it's tell you in our 1 Peter 3 and 15, man, you supposed to be ready to give an answer to every man that asks you, okay? Anytime, all the time, you're supposed to be sharp, man. That's why the Lord say, study to show thyself approved, man. That's the wisdom. When you study and show yourself approved, you can answer any man according to it don't matter what topic it is, it don't matter what it's about, man. If it's pertaining to these scriptures, you're supposed to be able to give a man an answer, man. All the time. That's the wisdom of the Lord, man. Right? Again, Proverbs 28 and 5 said, but they that seek the Lord Yahweh understand all things, man. Come on, let me get that out. Or let me get brother precept real quick. This is our Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 4. It said, give me wisdom that sitteth by the throne, by thy throne, and reject me not from among thy children. Right, man? Right. For I thy servant and for I thy servant and son of thy handmaid am a feeble person, and of a short time, and too young for understanding of judgment and laws. But though a man be never so perfect among the children of men, yet if thy wisdom be not with him, he shall be nothing regarded, man. Right. Oh, and that lead me to this. Wisdom of Solomon 4, right? Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7 and verse 25 said, for she is the breath of power, for she is the breath of power of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her, man. Okay? Verse 27, and being but one, she can do all things, and remaining in herself, she maketh all things new, and in all ages enter into holy souls. She maketh them friends of Yahweh Yahweh Shai and prophets. Verse 28, for Yahweh Yahweh Shai loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom, man. With the breath of life, man. This is Psalms 100, Psalm chapter 100, verse 2. And it reads, serve the Lord Yahweh with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Right. And they sung as it were a new song, man. Which is what? The acceptable year of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? The acceptable year of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Okay? The good news, man. Knowing ye that the Lord Yahweh, he is power, it is he that have made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture, man. Verse 4, enter into his gates with thanksgiving and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him and bless his name. Call halal wa hawa la Yahweh wa Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Call halal wa hawa la Yahweh wa Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? All praises and glory to Yahweh wa Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. For the Lord Yahweh is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generations, man. Okay? Of the 12 tribes of Israel, man. The Lord is, hey, that's why if you get this wisdom and understanding, man, you must diligently push the truth, man. You must be grounded, 2 feet, 10 toes bound, man. Daily. This is a daily edification situation, man. Because we trying to get out of here, man. And you can't move until the elect get sealed, man. Which is all according to the ways of the Lord. This is let me get these. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 7. And it reads, the fear of the Lord, Yahweh, is the beginning of wisdom, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. And those fools are these 2/3 that's trying to be what is called chasing after the cares of the world, man. Right, keeping up with the Joneses, man. Chasing after that bag. This is Proverbs 2 and 6. It said, for the Lord Yahweh giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk upright, man. Okay? This is verse 4, Proverbs chapter 4, verse 6. It say, matter of fact, we start at 5. It say, get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou doest embrace her. Listen, man. This truth, man, it's nothing else out here on this planet, man, but this wisdom from the Lord, man. If you ain't got it, maybe the Lord will give you at a later time, man, because it tell you that when you read about the parable of everybody that got paid the 1 penny, man, right? You might get it in the 11th hour, in the 9th, in the 8th hour. Who knows? Hey, but if you got it now, man, you must do the work diligently, man. Okay. This is Proverbs 3, read verse 13. It say, happy is a man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding, right? For the merchandise of it is better than merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold, right? Verse 18 says, she is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is everyone that retaineth her, man. The Lord Yahweh by wisdom hath founded the earth, by understanding have he established the heavens, man. Through wisdom, man. Let's get on. Let me get Psalms 110. I got a few precepts lined up. It's just about wisdom, man. Psalms that's Psalms 111 and 10. It reads this. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praises endure forever, man. His praise endure forever. This wisdom of the Lord, man. Like I keep saying, when you look at these bug-eyed ass jakes out here, they gone, man. They is gone. This is Colossians 3 and 16. It reads, it say, let the word of Hamashiach dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. Listen, man, only a certain number of people can learn this song, man. Okay? Again, Colossians 3 and 16. Let the word of Hamashiach dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another. How good it is for brothers to dwell in unity, man. Can two walk together so they be agreed? Right? Hebrews 3 and 13, man. Exhort one another while it is called today, man. Okay, because when night comes, nobody can do the work, man. Like Yahweh said, man. I must work to work. I must work to work while it is day. But when night comes, man, it's over, man. And that's talking about Jacob's trouble. Let the word of Hamashiach dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, man, and singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord, man. What else are you supposed to be doing? What Peter say, man? It's 2 Peter 3 and verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, man? What person are you ought to be, man? Running around here keeping up with the Joneses, chasing the bag? No, man. That's death, man. That's death. This is Psalm 37 and 30, and it reads, the mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. Hey, rebuke them sharply in the gate, man. Right? The law of his power is in his heart. None of his steps shall slide. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. The Lord Yahweh will not leave him in his hand, nor condemn him when he is judged. Wait on the Lord Yahweh and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it, man. That's the beauty of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Seeing the wicked get cut off, man. This is verse 38. Oh, 37 say, mark the perfect man and behold the upright, but the end of that man is peace. That's Psalm 37 and 37. Mark the perfect man and behold the upright, but the end of that man is peace. But the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord Yahweh. He is their strength in the time of trouble, man. So when Jacob trouble come, the elect ain't gonna be won by that, man. They're gonna be rejoicing. They're gonna be rejoicing, man. This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 1, and it reads this: who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? The Lord say, Amos 3 and 7, surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, man. So, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? The prophets of the Lord. A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed, man. Come on, let me get that. This is Ecclesiastes 1 and 5. It reads, oh, Ecclesiastes, okay. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 5. It said, the word of power most high is the fountain of wisdom. Right. Hey, that's all everything, man. If you drink it from the fountain, man, right? All that water coming from one spot, man. It said the word of power most high is the fountain of wisdom, and her ways are everlasting commandments. To whom hath the root of wisdom been revealed? To the elect, man, to the prophets. It said, or who have known her wise counsels, man. It said, unto whom hath the knowledge of wisdom been made manifest? And who have understood her great experience, man. Hey, that is beautiful, man. The elect, man. The elect. Because Jake is out here gone, man. These niggas is dead, man. And it's sad, man. You try to tell your family members, try to get them understanding, try to shed some light. They gone, man. Like I was saying the other day, I told this person, they told me, but what are we supposed to eat if we can't eat shrimp, crab, and lobster? I said, man, you got turkey, chicken, lamb, fish with fins and scales, you got beef, right? She said, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and eat. No, she said, I'm just gonna pray over the food. All right, then. That's death, man. Just no wisdom, man. Just gone, man. Gone, man. This is Proverbs 14:30. Just hey, it is sick, man. Matter of fact, let me get this. Let me get this in second Ezra. Gone, man. And Jake don't care, man. Esau had brainwashed out people for so long, they just gone, man. The second Ezra 13:55, and it reads, it said, thy life has thy order in wisdom. Right. Second Ezra 13:55. Thy life has thy order in wisdom, and has called understanding thy mother. And therefore have thou showed thee the treasures of the highest, right? After other 3 days I will speak other things unto thee, and declare unto thee mighty and wondrous works. Just as the Lord telling Ezra. Read again. Second Ezra 13:55. Thy life has thy order in wisdom, and thou hast called understanding thy mother, man. Because it's when I read to Ecclesiastes 24, she said she came out of the mouth of the highest, man. Right? Hey, so call wisdom thy mother, man. Verse 56 saying, therefore have I showed thee the treasures of the highest, man. These are the treasures of the Heavenly Father. Oh, when you get what is that? Isaiah 45:3, I think. It reads this, right? And I will give thee the treasures of darkness and hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I, the Lord Yahweh, which called thee by thy name, am the power of Israel. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, have I even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. Listen, man, the Lord said He's going to give you treasures of darkness and hidden riches of secret places, man. You can't get that following after the world, man. Shalom. Yahbashim Awashabashim Kakadash Brakathum. Shalom. You can't get that by chasing after the world, man. Okay? This is Sirach chapter 6. I'm gonna start at verse 22. It reads this. It said, for wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many. Right? Verse 27, seek, it's a search and seek, and she shall be made known unto thee. And when thou hast gotten hold of her, let her not go, man. Okay? Verse 31, thou shalt put her on as a robe of honor, and shalt put her about thee as a crown of glory, man. That's wisdom, man. Right? Verse 34 say, Sirach 6:34, stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. Hey, what does it say in 1 Timothy 5:17, man? 1 Timothy 5:17. It reads this. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honors. That's why we say double honors to apostles and elders who rule well, man, who teach well, right? Again, 1 Timothy 5:17, let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honors, man. Especially they who labor in the word and doctrine, man. Okay? Listen, man. Hey, going back to Sirach 6, just as that point was right there, man. Sirach 6:31. Verse 34 says, stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise, man. Okay? Because we all learn from who? The Apostle and the elders, a great millstone, man. Whether you 2/3 book out that want to accept it or not. Come on, I get that. This is Exodus 34, Exodus 35 and 31. And it reads, And he hath filled him with the spirit of power. I'm reading again. Exodus 35 and 31. Let me read 30. And Moses said unto the children of Israel, see, the Lord Yahweh have called by name Bezalel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur of the tribe of Judah, and he hath filled him with the spirit of power in wisdom, in understanding, and in knowledge, and in all manner of workmanship. Yeah, beautiful. That's beautiful. So going back to what I was gonna get Proverbs 28 and 28, I think. Right, Proverbs 20 and 28. It reads this: he that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, but whosoever walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. Right? Verse 28 said, when the wicked rise, men hide themselves, but they that perish, the righteous increase, man. And that's what we waiting on, man. The Lord to take down these waiting on the Lord to take down the wicked, okay? Because the wicked right now is bearing rule and our people is destroyed, man. This is let me see, Proverbs 24 and verse 3. It reads, it say, through wisdom is an house builded, and by understanding is it established. And by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches, man. Okay. Hey, that's that what I just read in Isaiah 45 and 3, man. He would give you treasures of hidden places and riches and riches of matter of fact, let me read it again. Isaiah 45 and 3. And I will give thee the treasures of darkness and hidden riches of secret places. Right. So going back to Proverbs again, Proverbs 24. Said, though wisdom, Proverbs 24 and 3, through wisdom is in house builded, man. And that's why I tell you what that 2nd Ezra 14 and 13, right? Set down house in order, man. Tell about your temple, man, your mind. Said through wisdom is in house builded, and by understanding is it established. And by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches. Right? Verse 6 say, for by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war. And this is spiritual war, man. And in multitude of counselors there is safety. It said his wisdom is too high for a fool. He opened his mouth not. He opened not his mouth in the gate. And that's the wickedness, man. 1 Kings 3 and 28. And all Israel heard of the judgments which the king had judged, and they feared the king, for they saw that the wisdom of power was in him to do judgment. Right. That's beautiful. Now, I don't know if you a brother or sister, but there was some good precepts you put up, but if you're a sister, you better hold it down. But anyway, I'm gonna read it again. 1 Kings 3 and 28. And all Israel heard of the judgment which the king had judged, and they feared the king, but they saw that the wisdom of God was in him to do judgment. That's a beautiful precept. So that's the order, man. That's the order. Hey, Proverbs 24 and 7. Wisdom is too high for a fool. He opened not his mouth in the gates. And that what you see out here, man. 2/3 of Israel is just fools, man. Right? And they don't got no wisdom, man. Then you got these wannabe super DJ that come up thinking they know something, and they don't really know nothing, man. Talking about Yahweh being Yahweh and all these other bug outs, man. This man gonna say Yahweh ben Yahweh was his Messiah, man. He said Yahweh ben Yahweh was the Messiah. Proverbs 16:16. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen, than silver. The highway of the upright is to depart from evil, right? That's what the Lord said. What? Hate the evil and love the good, man. He that keepeth his way preserveth his soul. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before fall, man. Better is it to be humble. Better is it to be humble and holy. Better is it to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the pride, man. Hey, verse 22 say, hey, don't. That's saying, don't be part of 2/3, man, because you're gonna die grievous deaths. Understanding is a well. Proverbs 16:22. Understanding is a wellspring of life unto him that have it. But the instruction of fools is folly, man. The heart of the wise teacheth his mouth, and addeth learning to his lips. Pleasant words are as the honeycomb, and I read this into Sirach 24. Pleasant words are as the honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones. And it said the same thing in Sirach 24th chapter, man. Shalom, Mark. Shalom. Yahweh Shema Shah. Bahashim Kwakalas Brakathum. Shalom, brother. And I was finna get something else. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Ecclesiastes 7, verse 12. It reads this. It says, for wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it, man. Okay, consider the work of power. For who can make that straight which he have made crooked? Hey, that's talking about Esau, man. You can't make Esau straight, man, because Yahweh made them crooked, man. Okay, you can't make them straight. Hey, so Lord willing, this will edifying. And I gotta get. Oh, I want to read this too before I close out. This is Hey, this wisdom, man. And what I read when I first started the lesson, the Lord gave Adam, right? And he gave Adam the breath, man. Right. Matter of fact, let me read them again, real quick. This is Second Ezra 3, because this is important, man. The Lord gave Adam, right? But he didn't give him all the wisdom. Second Ezra 3 and 5 say, and gave us a body unto Adam without soul, right? Without soul, okay? Which was the workmanship of thy hand, and didst breathe into him the breath of life, and he was made living before thee, right? Now let me get verse 7 say, and unto him thou gavest commandment to love thy way, which he transgressed, and immediately thou appointest death in him, and in his generation, of who came nations, tribes, peoples, it said people and kindreds out of number, right? So Adam went off, right? It said verse 10, and it came to pass in every of them that as death was to Adam, so was the flood to these, right? Now, when you go to chapter 7, right? Read chapter 7, verse 4 to 6. This is what Ezra said. I answered then and said, this is my first and last saying, that it had been better not to have given the earth unto Adam, or else when it was given him, to have restrained him from sinning. For what profit is it for men now in this present time to live in heaviness, and after death to look for punishment? Because we come back every 34th generation, right? I gotta get that. It said, "O thou Adam, what hast thou done? For though it was not thou that sinned, thou art not fallen alone, but we all that come of thee." Right? So hey, so Ezra was kind of hot, man, because he understood that, Adam, it started with Adam, man. This is Job 28 and 18, and it reads this. It's a no mention. The Job 2018. Okay, come on. No mention shall be made of coral or of pearls, for the price of wisdom is above rubies. Right, man. Hey, you can't. Wisdom is from the Most High, man. Hey, and his ways, what he say, his ways are deeper than the earth, man. And they are. But if he give you the understanding, he tell you in was that Saint John, 1 John 2 and 20, man. Right? You have an unction from the Holy One, and you know all things, man. And that's only talking about the elect, right? Or what else finna get what was that? No, I lost the precept I was finna get. Um Ecclesiastes 7:12 again said, for wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it, man. Okay? Consider the work of power, for who can make that straight which ye have made crooked, man? And you can't, man. If it's not for you, it's not for you, man. Because Yahweh shall say this. This is St. John 6 and 44, man. It reads, no man can come to me except the Father which have sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. Right? Let's get on. This is St. John 17, right? In verse 18. It reads this. It said, as thou hast sent me into the world, even so have I also sent them into the world, and for their sakes I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through truth. Listen, man, who is this talking about, man? The elect, man. The elect. Only the elect, man. Right? That's why Paul said this. This is Romans chapter 9 and verse 6. Not as though the word of power have taken none effect, but they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. That right there is a whole cut to anybody and everybody talking about everybody can be saved, man. Paul telling you right here, they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. Only is this is telling you that the kingdom of heaven is only for Israelites. But on this side, only the elect of Israel gonna get saved, right? That's why he go on in Romans 11 and say, what then? Israel have not obtained that which he's seeking for. Israel have not obtained that which he's seeking for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded, man. That's another cut to everybody can be saved. Paul is plainly telling you only Israelites can get salvation. And on this side, the first resurrection, only the elect, man. That's a whole cut. But these devils love to go on, man. But you know what? Just like Romans 9:33 say, as it is written, behold, I lay in Zion a stumbling block. And that's to all you heathens. You Vocab Malone, and Jesus the Word, and EJ Love, and all these other bug outs. As it is written, behold, I lay in Zion a stumbling block and a rock of offense, and whosoever believeth on him shall not be ashamed. And how shall they believe? Except they have not been sent, or except they was already set up by Yahweh Shah being what? A predestined? You have to be a predestined, man. And Yahweh Shah said he was going to raise those men up, man, in the last days. This is St. John 15 and 16, just to read the point. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye shall go forth, that you shall go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask in my Father's name, he may give it you. This is who it is talking about, man. He tell you in John 17:6, I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. He said he manifested his name, man. Everybody, first and foremost, you heathens don't know the name of the Lord, man. And if you, the only way you do know it, or you heard it, because you heard the brother saying it, right? You heard a Hebrew Israelite say that name, but that don't mean you believe in it. You don't know it. So he said, I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me. But then you got people talking about we ain't gonna know the name, right? Well, Paul said the Lord spoke to him in Hebrew, man. Okay, and this is Yahweh Shah saying, "Come, the water." Yahweh Shema Shah, Ba'ashem Kakadash, Brakathum. The water, brother. Yeah, Yahweh Shah said that he manifested the Lord's name, man, right? To those men. This ain't talking about to everybody, man. So you got this dummy talking about you got spiritual Israelites that can be saved. No, man. The Lord said he manifests the name, man, to those men. And the ones after the 144,000 get sealed, then you got another multitude that no man can number. They gonna believe the name too. They gonna know the name. They tell you clearly in Romans, man. All you people talking about you love Paul, man. But every time you hear Romans 9, when it said who was out of the kingdom, we're talking about the Israelites, right? The adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and all that. You don't accept it then, man. But you love Paul in every other verse, except when it comes to Romans 9. But Paul said this, man, in Romans 10. It said, Romans 10 and 14. How then should they call on him in whom they have not believed? And this all dealing with wisdom, man. The breath of the Lord. How then should they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how should they believe in him of whom they have not heard? I keep saying this. I love to bring this out. Everybody knows Jesus Christ on the four corners of the earth, man. Everybody know about Jesus, man. Everybody know about Esau Edom, Jesus Christos, the red man. Everybody know about him, man. Everybody know about Cesare Borgia, man. Everybody doesn't know about Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, man. This is a cut, man. And it got a question mark on it. Again, how then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? Everybody believe in Jesus, man. And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard, man? Those are question marks, man. You figure it out, man. The Lord said he manifests the Lord's name, man. Shalom, Yahabashim Awashah, Bahashim Kagadash, Rakatham. Shalom, brother. GMS Ash Lawyer. Shalom, brother. How, man? These are question marks, man. Because it's only talking about the elect, man. The 144 and that unnumbered multitude, man, that no man can number, man. Those are all Israelites. You stupid people, man. To my yeah, this guy gonna say, well, I know Israel gonna be saved, the elected Israel, but you got the spiritual Israelites. What the hell is a spiritual Israelite, man? Where is that in the Bible? Somebody show me where the hell is that in the Bible, man. Ain't no such thing as spiritual Israelites, man. Okay? The only one that's gonna get salvation is gonna believe on the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. And this is another cut to these dummies too. This is 1 John 3 and 23. And it reads this. And this is 1 John 3 and 23. And this is his commandment. Not with an S. There's no S on this. And this is his commandment. That we should believe on the name of his son, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, and love one another as he gave us commandment, man. He said, and this is his commandment. Who? Yahweh. That we should believe on the name of his son, Yahweh Shah Mashiach. And we know his name ain't Jesus. Okay? So that's a cut, man. Yahweh Shah said he manifests the most high name to those men, man. This is important because this is the breath of life, man. The wisdom from the most high. Yeah. Right. Matter of fact, I'll read it. This is Proverbs 30 and 4. And the precept of Proverbs 30 and 4 is St. John 17 and 6. It reads, who have ascended up into heaven or descended? Or it said, who have gathered the wind in his fist? Who have bound the waters in a garment? Who have established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is his son's name? If thou can tell. Right? The precept to that is St. John 17 and 6, which I read. These are precepts, they go right together. They say, what is his name and what is his son's name, if thou can tell. St. John 17 and 6. I have manifest thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. So Yahweh shall say, Father, I have manifest your name to the men. What Proverbs 30 say? What is my name and what is my son's name? If thou can tell. Question mark. This is a mystery. That's why Matthew 13 and 10, the Lord say, this is for you to understand, but for them it is not given, man. Okay? The Lord name is not some damn you just gonna go in Walmart and see this shit, man. Okay? Yahweh shall manifest the name to those men, man. And you people keep calling on Jesus, you ain't gonna never get no answer, man. Okay, so well, I've been calling on Jesus all my life, and he done blessed me with no, man. The Lord let Satan give you shit on the left hand side too, man. You people better wake up, man. Okay, come on, I get that. The Lord let Satan give you things on the left hand side too. If you don't know, now you know. You better do some reading. This is Acts 4 and 12. It said, neither is there salvation in any other, for there is no other name under heaven. Oh, that's beautiful. Because I want to make a point on this too. There is no other name given under heaven among men whereby we must be saved. Ain't no, listen, man. It said there is none other name, not with an S on it. Name. Ain't no Jehovah and Yahweh. How the hell the Lord gonna have two names? Jehovah, Yahweh, God. Come on, man. Neither is there salvation any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved, man. There's only one name for the Most High, man. There's only one name for his son. Proverbs 30 and 4 told you that. It said, what is my name? Not with an S. And what is my son's name, man? No S's on that, man. Okay? I got one to go with that, brother precept. This is Zechariah 14 and 9, I think. Right. And it reads, Zechariah 14 and 9, and the Lord Yahweh shall be king over all the earth. In that day shall there be one Lord, and his name one. Zechariah 14 and 9, man. Read it. Precept upon precept, man. Precept upon precept, man. And you people keep calling on Jesus Christos, you ain't gonna get nothing, man, but death. This is Acts 24 and 13. What's like 26 and 13. At midday, O king, I saw in the way a light from heaven above, the brightness of the sun, shine around about me and them which journeyed with me. And when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue, Saul, Saul, why persecuted thy me? It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue, in the Hebrew. Right, con. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 9. And it reads, this is for Nathaniel, the IUIC bugged out ass leader. Said for Zephaniah 3 and 9, for then I will turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent, man. Can we call him the Lord, Yahweh, and Jehovah? You ain't gonna get no answer, man. You don't get no answer. And even though you think you've been getting an answer for all these years, however many years, you ain't been getting an answer, man. Now the Lord set things up where he let eventually you come across a real prophet of the Lord and they give you the truth. After that, from that point on, you're really gonna be destroyed. Because the Lord is long suffering, man. But calling on Yahweh got one name. Yahweh Shai has one name, man. You got people talking about there's many names. No, it ain't, man. Those are titles, man. Them ain't names. Them titles. It's the Lord windows edifying. Gotta give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the occupants, pushing the truth and believing the truth throughout the four ends of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Akwaf who are listening and learning. You few sisters who are listening and learning. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 10. And it reads, for such as in their life have received benefits, they have not known me. Where they get the benefits from? Esau, Edom. Who told them that the name Jesus was the Lord's name? Esau, Edom. Who told them that the Most High name was Jehovah? Esau, Edom. Right? I have a old 1465 Bible, man, and it tell you that the Lord name Yahweh and Jehovah is not the Lord name, man. It's not, man. You got Jewish Masoretes that created dots and dashes and called them vowel points, man. Okay? Which indicate how the name of the Lord should be pronounced in the synagogues, man. Those are not the name, those are not the Lord's names, man. Okay? You people gotta understand this is what they call modern day Hebrew, which is Yiddish or whatever, the form of Yiddish or whatever. Okay? That's not Hebrew, man. That's not the ancient Paleo Hebrew, man. And then you got a lot of people telling me they love Paul, Paul this and Paul that and Paul this. But Paul clearly tell you that the Lord spoke to him in Hebrew, man. How the hell you gonna get around that? They had a bug out pastor, came over here, and I cut his ass to fucking pieces, man. Cut him to shreds. And I only use my phone. I didn't have my Bible. I cut him to shreds with my phone. This devil gonna say the original, the first language was Aramaic. I cut him the fuck up, man, with Genesis the 10th chapter, man. Okay, in Genesis 10. Hey, who was Abraham's father, man? Cut him up, man. Okay, cut him to pieces, man. These people don't know these. They don't know these scriptures, man. They don't know the scriptures, man. And furthermore, the devil had the 501c3 charter, man. Okay, let me see. I think that was Genesis 10, right? Yeah, Genesis 10 and 25. And unto Eber was born two sons. The name one was Peleg, for in this day was the earth divided, and his brother's name was Joktan, right? Man, when you keep reading, man, when you go to verse 31 saying, these are the sons of Shem after their families and their tongues in their land after their nations, right? When you go to 11, what it tell you, it say, so let's say verse 11, Genesis 11. And Shem lived after he begat Aphaxad 500 years and begat sons and daughters. And Aphaxad lived 530 years, right? And he had who? It say, and Aphaxad lived after he begot Salah 403 years and begot sons and daughters. And Salah lived 30 years and begat Eber, man. And Eber lived after he begat, it says Salah lived after he begat Eber 403 years and begat sons and daughters. And Eber lived 430 years and begat Peleg, man. And it keep going, and it keeps going, and it keep going. Verse 25, Genesis 11 and 25. And Noah lived after he begat Terah and 119 years and begat sons and daughters. And Terah lived 70 years and begat Abram and Noah and Haran, man. You niggas is finished, man. You don't read. You don't read. You people don't read, man. Abram come from who? Shem and Eber, man. Go look it up, man. That's the Hebrew, man. You peoples is stupid, man. Hey, so with that, yeah, give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kakadash. The honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sentence of salutation to all the Akim throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hope for the elect, man. And shalom to the Akwaf who are listening and learning. Hey, shalom, Mark. GMS Winnipeg Prophet. Shalom, brother. Yahweh Shema Shah, Bahashim Kakadash, Brakatham. Shalom, brother. Khan, the water, Khan. Hey, so with that, man, till next time, Lord willing, shalom.